T visibility?
Once you've got it connected, now you want to be able to see it. You want to be able to track it. So when we think about OT assets, the hardest thing is to be able to identify them. Ensuring that you've got the visibility, you understand where these vulnerabilities are, and understanding these manual, difficult processes to track allows the user now to have it connected, to see it, and actually use it within their enterprise. An asset or inventory tracking system can give you that granular view in near real-time status. You can understand, where the components are, whether they're planned or unplanned. You can look at work in progress. You can take a look at stock statuses. You know exactly where the machines are. That data can be stored into a database. That application can be scaled based on the number of data points, the location of the data points, the zones as you think all the way across your system. It really takes a warehouse management system and allows it to be much more resilient and much more in control in a real-time visibility standpoint. When we look at across an enterprise, finished good tracking is always extremely critical. Once it's left the production line, how does it get from where it needs to be eventually to where it is now? And so that RFID tracking and those asset inventory measurements are going to allow you to make much better decisions. One of the elements to that, as I mentioned before, was condition monitoring, knowing the health of the machinery based on indicators. You can look at a variety of sensors, things that can track temperature, humidity, vibration, pressures, weights, any number of different values in real time. That is the building block to then be able to make those predictive decisions based on that condition data.
Management is quite broad though. Where does Fujitsu impact this?
The OT management, as I said, is very different from the IT management. And we need to be able to understand, what are you trying to do in your facility? Most facilities have some sort of a manufacturing execution system. And so that is going to drive how the operation meets its goals, handles its challenges. So, with a true smart manufacturing management approach, you've got the efficiency within your planning. You align to quality control and the needs of compliance. You have now those real-time analytics and information that can be shared all the way across your enterprise to a cloud application, whether you're on-site or whether they're corporate. And it really allows you to personalize the data to departments, to users, and across your specific enterprise. The way that that data is collected is through a number of different systems. SAP is one of the leading partners. That digital manufacturing approach allows companies to monitor lines, monitor the downtime, looking at optimizations, IO, and human machine interfaces, and then to be able to make that predictive, logical, and planned actions. Jeff, let me cover one more topic, and that is probably one of the most challenging, but one of the most sought after, and that is predictive maintenance. To achieve predictive maintenance, it has to be a phase-based approach. People just don't go into a facility that have computerized maintenance management systems that do routine planned maintenance, might do call outs when you've got a disruption, might look at spare part inventories and work orders. But what Fujitsu has taken the approach is this phased engagement of the first is exploratory. Understand what is the customer expecting to do, put it into a validated project where you can prove it out, usually in a line or a group of machines, and then to be able to actually deploy that into predictive actions where you can lean into the operation, only fix what's necessary, have the ability to shorten dwell times, shorten those mean times to repair, and really be able to be aggressive and reliability based as opposed to the traditional, planned and reactive based.
Larry, I hear so much about security. Could you please explain a bit more about this?